Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive videos never before seen on YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the memberships on my channel page to join and gain access to perks and see videos early. Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified of new videos. All the support goes to the production of the channel for better content. Now let's get into the video.
What is going on, you guys? Major Dragon here. Now real quick before the video starts, I do want to clarify something. As you might notice, I might sound a little bit different. That is because I used to record on OBS, but for some reason the entire system is not working for me. Thus, I now have re-recorded the entire session right over again. So, if it does sound a little bit different, I do apologize a lot, but there's nothing else that I can do. But this is the best quality that I was able to re-record for you guys on another platform. So, to get this what if started, I really appreciate the support. If you guys want to show it so I can continue on to the next part, make sure to give this video to 300 likes. After 300 likes, I shall continue on to the next part. The What If series is going to change forever, as Goku has always been able to break past his limits, but he's always reached a certain threshold for him to break past it. There are beings who are able to live without this issue. Beings who are able to just break their limit entirely. Able to have no limit to their powers, such as Superman, or even beings like Saitama. There is a theory within the One Punch Man universe that a being reaches his limit one point in one way. But there are some rare beings that can shatter this limitation, meaning that they have limitless strength, power, and more. What if Goku was able to do this? What if he was born with this kind of level of limitless power to where no matter what, he would always grow stronger and stronger and stronger? This version of Goku would be very similar to the likes of Saitama, so that any being that he would go up against or anything in his way, he would always just grow strong. The same events would happen. Goku being given away by Bardock on the ship flying off of planet Vegeta. Planet Vegeta would still blow up like the original due to Frieza taking orders from Beerus. This is when Goku would land on planet Earth and meet Grandpa Gohan, who under his teachings he will learn how to survive and live on his own. During those small years, Grandpa Gohan would notice the incredible potential that Goku has. It's astronomical, the amount that he has. Goku would still turn into a great ape, and he would sadly still kill Grandpa Gohan, flattening him. Now, in reality, even an Uzaru that's much stronger than this would have completely destroyed the planet, but we're gonna go and just say that he didn't. He just destroyed the area and just fell asleep like he did originally. This also means that one day, Bulma, who was on her summer vacation, would be searching for the Dragon Balls. She would meet Son Goku at Mount Pazu, and she would discover that Goku has the 4-star Dragon Ball. After some persuasion, kind of agreeing that Goku's like a little bodyguard, they would then agree, and Goku would then go join Bulma on the adventure of Dragon Ball. Now this is when they would then find the turtle on their little adventure. Now, just to mind you, any being in Goku's way, Goku would flatten them instantly, without any much of a problem. Goku's always been strong, but this version of Goku is completely different. Now, to also mind you, there will be no real power levels in this series, as it's redundant at this point. There will be more of a power scaling, as that makes it easier. Once when they would finally meet the turtle, they would then bring him back towards the beach area, giving him water. This is when they would then meet Master Roshi, and he would then give them the 3-star Dragon Ball and the Flying Nimbus as a reward. Now, of course, a few days later, this is when Goku would then stop the reign of the terrible Oolong. And then this is when the elderly lady would then give Bulma and Goku the 6-star Dragon Ball. Now, cutting forward, a lot of the events would go pretty similar. The only difference here is that Goku would have no problem. He would have easily been able to defeat Yamcha and Puar. They would have secretly followed them. Now, when Master Roshi uses the Kamehameha for the first time to put the flames of the Frying Pan Mountain away, of course he did destroy the entire mountain, they would recover the 7-star Dragon Ball. Goku would still easily defeat the Boss Rabbit's gang. The only difference here is that when Pilaf was able to summon Shenron and they captured him, Goku wouldn't even turn into a great ape, as he could have easily escaped. Goku could have one-shot the entire area, destroying the wall, and they could have escaped, destroying Pilaf's castle, beating the Pilaf gang. Now this is when Goku would meet Krillin, and they would become students under the legendary Master Roshi. Now, Roshi would then move his house to a larger island, and this is when some changes are going to occur. Now, they would then train for the next 7 months. Goku here? Master Roshi's training is not proving very effective for Goku. With Goku being so powerful, none of his weight training or anything is working. So Roshi switches his training. He goes more towards his teaching him martial arts and teaching him discipline and more mental training for Goku. As Goku was eager to grow even stronger, Krillin was kind of left in the dust. Even Roshi was too. This doesn't mean that Krillin was weaker by any chance actually. With having a stronger opponent such as Goku, Krillin was actually able to grow a little bit stronger to where he was actually able to match Roshi in power. Now, this is when they would still do weight training with the shells, but it wouldn't really work for Goku. Now, this is when the Red Ribbon Army would start their search for the Dragon Balls, and this would start the early saga of the Red Ribbon Army, but first is the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament. Now, this is when Goku would have actually defeated Master Roshi, as Master Roshi and Krillin would actually have a way closer battle. The only difference here is that Roshi would use his superior intellect, since he also trained Krillin to defeat him, but Krillin was actually a physical match, and Krillin would even be able to give Tien a run for his money if he could, but that's later on. Now, once when Goku would have easily defeated Master Roshi, this is when the Red Ribbon Army saga would then start. The only difference here is that Goku is so much stronger than ever before. The Red Ribbon Army has no chance against this version of Goku. Goku was far too powerful, and this is when Goku would then confront General Blue, and he would easily defeat him. Now, also Mercenary Tao would then kill General Blue either way, but he would ran into Goku under Quartz Tower, and Goku would easily be able to defeat him, and this is when instead of climbing, Goku would be able to jump the tower in a single leap, having no problem. Korn was shocked that he was able to jump that high, and Korn would then offer to train him. And this is after he begins his training to take the sacred water from Korn. After 3 days of training, Goku would even catch it even faster since he's so strong. Goku would be able to drink the sacred water. Goku would defeat Mercenary Tao, and as we know before, Mercenary Tao would actually have returned for round 2. Now this is when he would single-handedly destroy the entire Red Ribbon Army, as they have no chance against this version of Goku. He is far too powerful, and there is no way that they are able to touch this version of Goku ever. This is also when, after trying to train to run around the world, which he could do realistically, Goku would finally meet Tien Shenhan for the first time. Now, cutting forward, Goku, a few months later, would then go towards Papa Island, where the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament is taking place. Now, as the World Martial Arts Tournament takes place, Tien Shenhan would not win like he did in the original. Goku would have easily been able to defeat anyone in his place, as there's no way that they have a chance against this version of Goku. Tien Shenhan would have lost, as Goku would have been able to defeat him within a single punch or two. Now, Krillin would still be killed by Tambourine, and this is when King Piccolo makes himself known. Now, this is when Goku would still meet Yajirobe, hunting down Tambourine, killing him. Goku would then cross paths with Demon King Piccolo. This time, Goku would have easily defeated Demon King Piccolo, not vice versa. With Demon King Piccolo having no chance, Goku would then punch a hole right through him, but this also means that Master Roshi and Chaozu were never killed as well, and they would still use the Dragon Balls to bring Krillin back to life, and Demon King Piccolo never got his youth restored. But now this also means that this time around, Kami would not die, and here's why. Because Demon King Piccolo still had a chance to spit out an egg, Piccolo Jr. So Kami is still redundant, and the Dragon Balls are still here. So that's the reason why the Dragon Balls are still usable. This also means that Goku would never really drink the sacred water again, and this kind of does change. Well, I do still feel like for Goku defeating Demon King Piccolo, Kami would then offer to train him. Now, Kami would not be able to remove his tail, as it was too strong to remove. Remember, it's part of his durability feat. So Kami can't even remove his tail, so he decides to help Goku try to learn it and to control it. Goku would even go in the hyperbolic time chamber by himself, and he would be able to spend the whole year in there, quickly adjusting to any gravity issues or anything else. So Goku would last a whole year within the time chamber, no problem. Kami, at this point, would not need to restore the moon, because the moon was never destroyed to begin with, and again, This is when Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, and Chaozu would then climb Korin Tower, and after training under Korin, they would then split up, train on their own for the remaining time before the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. This is when I definitely believe this is where a big change is going to happen. Goku would still become engaged to Chi-Chi, and after fighting Piccolo Jr., and he would easily win the tournament, this is when him and Chi-Chi would then get engaged. But the big change is going to happen when Raditz shows up. As Gohan was still born, and about 5 years later, Goku would then take his son Gohan to go see his friends under Master Roshi's home. Now, this is when Raditz would then make himself known. Raditz would then land and look around at people. Goku was confused on who this was. Raditz notices that whenever he taps on his scouter, Goku's power level reads 0. Which is impossible. This thing must be bugged or something. His power level must be that low, it's laughable. Goku would then ask who Raditz was, as Raditz would then laugh and state that they are warriors from another world. They are conquerors, and they take over planets, like space pirates. And he was sent here to conquer this world, and he has come to pick him up, and he sees he hasn't done much of a good job. But since he's here, he'll be able to help him destroy this planet and sell it for the highest bidder if they want to. Goku would of course tell him no, he doesn't have a brother, and he's not a Saiyan, and he would rather die than join him. This is when Krillin would kind of mess around with Raditz, and then Raditz would then slap him into his house. This is when I believe some things are going to be different. Raditz would go to take Gohan and elbow Goku like he did in the original. The only difference here is that the elbow to his stomach wouldn't even do anything to him. Goku was far too powerful. The elbow to his stomach wouldn't even faze Goku. Goku would then grab his son Gohan and set him down. He would then deliver a powerful punch to Raditz's stomach, launching him through the water, and Raditz would then crash on an island miles away as he was severely wounded. Raditz would then, as a coward, beg for his life as he would summon his ship, and Goku would actually allow him to leave, as he would tell him that if he ever shows his face here again, he will kill him. This is when Raditz would then fly back after being healed, arriving to go see Vegeta and Nappa. Now with Vegeta and Nappa, they would then see that Raditz has failed. Someone easily defeated him within a single blow. Pretty impressive feat, but Vegeta would actually kill Raditz as a point, saying that you're such a low class and this was your final chance to actually prove yourself to us, but it seems you can't handle it. So Raditz was actually killed in this what-if scenario. And it wasn't by, of course, Goku's hands, it was by Vegeta's hands. Which Vegeta also did it to Nappa as well. So it doesn't really seem that far-fetched that he would definitely do it to somebody that he doesn't like even less. So yeah, Raditz is long gone. With Raditz being destroyed, Vegeta and Nappa, I believe, would still want to go take a look at what's going on and definitely be interested in seeing this so-called powerful Saiyan that was able to defeat Raditz with a single shot. Definitely interested. So, with this being said, they would then fly off and head right towards planet Earth. Now, Raditz never warned him about Saiyans arriving stronger than himself, but you could say that he did. But even if he did, it wouldn't make a difference anyway. Goku and the others would have trained the same as before, and Goku would have still kind of slacked off a little bit, but just to be sure that Raditz doesn't come back, he makes sure to keep himself in shape. This is when, after a year would pass, Nappa and Vegeta would then arrive on planet Earth. The Z Fighters would then arrive, as this is where some changes are definitely going to occur. Since Goku never died like the original, there's no Kaioken or Spirit Bomb, he also was not late by a few hours showing up. So this means that Chaozu, Tien, Piccolo, Yamcha does not die. Since Piccolo doesn't die, it means that Kami doesn't die either. That means that the Dragon Balls are still on planet Earth. Now, Goku arriving with his friends, Nappa would then walk up, as I do still feel like they would still summon the Cybermen like before to have some fun. But this is when I believe that when Goku notices how the Cybermen are giving people trouble, because remember, they're not training knowing that the Saiyans were arriving, so how could they have known? Goku would have did the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan treatment and reappeared around, one-shotting each one, killing them. He would then go to fight Nappa. Nappa would then power up his aura and then laugh at Goku, and then launch towards him with a powerful punch, but Goku would easily dodge the attack. As with Nappa slipping, he would then crash into a boulder. He would then get up from even more furious. He would then glow a golden aura as he would then aim his fingers up, as the entire area would then blow up, but Goku was standing there with no damage perfectly fine. This would then make Nappa even more infuriated, as he would actually hit Goku head on, but it would just bounce off of him almost. Goku would then give all of them one chance to leave and to never return, which would then make Vegeta laugh. Nappa was only growing more angry until Vegeta would then state, "Nappa, you need to give up, as he's just toying with you. I'll face him myself." Nappa would then agree, as he would then listen to the boss man. He would then fly after Goku's friends to go have some playtime with them. This is when Goku without Kaioken would actually fly in, breaking his spine, and then holding him in the air and then throwing him in front of Vegeta. This is when Nappa, after asking for help, Vegeta would have then grabbed him, thrown him into the air, and completely incinerated Nappa, killing him entirely. Vegeta doesn't see anybody that's useful that doesn't even have a pair of legs on his side. Now Vegeta, in his own anger, he notices how they're all slouches. He would then state that he'll kill every single one of them. First things first, Goku still has the tendency to drop his guard. Vegeta would then make use of it. As with all them gang up, they think they can fight Vegeta. Yamcha would actually try to go up, but Vegeta would actually fire 2 Ki Blast. But it was too close, as Goku can't get both of them. It would actually hit Yamcha, and one of them was heading right for Gohan, but Piccolo would then jump in the way just in time and sacrifice himself for Gohan, dying in the process. Piccolo would then have his same speech to Gohan, and Goku was infuriated with Vegeta. Goku would then go battle Vegeta, as then Piccolo would then state about the Dragon Balls and that they can use them to bring him back, but sadly, there's not enough time as he's passing away. Since Piccolo's gone, the Dragon Balls are useless now that Kami's gone too. Now the Dragon Balls are his stone. Goku's battle with Vegeta would be intense, both of them trading blows back and forth, seemingly almost equal in power, but Goku was holding back, as Vegeta can tell. Goku would then start to power up, as Vegeta was shocked as it would actually almost exploding his scouter. Goku and Vegeta would then talk some smack back and forth, with Vegeta stating that it doesn't matter, both your friends are gone. Goku would then state that they're not, we'll find a way, as he would then explain that there are Dragon Balls that can wish them back to life. Sadly, since that you killed Piccolo, we can't even wish them back. Frieza would have heard this, as he would have actually learned to go to Namek, same as before. Goku would have put the beat down on Vegeta, as Vegeta has no chance against this version of Goku. Vegeta, in desperation, would then summon a fake moon. Now remember, Goku's tail is hiding in his pants, so Vegeta doesn't see it. Vegeta has it tucked away, and Goku has it wrapped around his waist under his G, so he can't see it. But either way, Goku knows not to look at the fake moon to turn to a great ape, as although he could control it, he's better fighting in his base form, as he knows he can still fight Vegeta. Goku feels a little bit of excitement. He can actually fight somebody that's actually pretty strong for the first time in his life. Vegeta would then launch forward and actually hit Goku, launching him through several pillars, but Goku would stand there like Saitama does and not really take too much damage. Goku would be surprised at how quick he was in this large form, but sadly, it's not enough. Goku would then prove a point to Vegeta that he's been holding back this entire time. Goku would then begin powering up, as he would then transform into a Super Saiyan, shocking Vegeta, as he couldn't even believe that Goku was able to do this. Goku would have then flew right into Vegeta, knocking him over and removing his tail. With Vegeta defeated and unable to defend himself, he would then crawl away into his space pod. Would Goku kill him? I don't think so, because Goku even had him spared last time. No, it was because he wanted to fight him again, but he thinks that Vegeta trains, they can fight again, he becomes stronger. And Goku has always done that with villains, he always gives them a chance. Vegeta would then tell him that you will regret trying to save me, and he would then leave. Now, since that Frieza knows about it, this is when some changes are going to occur with the fact that, well, Frieza knows about the Dragon Balls, and he's going to be heading his way over to Namek to be able to get the wish for immortality for himself. Now, Goku was not mortally wounded in this way. Now, since he's not mortally wounded, This is also when Dr. Gero would still send the micro-sized robot to collect blood samples and to basically collect DNA. Now, Vegeta would then leave, and Goku, and I only believe the only people that would be hospitalized maybe are Krillin and Gohan, but they didn't really fight much. Now, this is when, within a few days, with the help of Popo, Bulma would be able to help the reconstruction of Kami's spaceship, and she would even complete her lesson in the Namekian language. Now, this would be Gohan, Krillin, Bulma, and Goku would actually leave for Namek, as Goku's not over a week late. Vegeta would still land on planet Frieza 79, get himself healed, and well over a week later, about 10 days, this is when Bulma, Gohan, and Krillin, and Goku would all land on Namek, as it was a few days later, but this is when they would then all arrive. This is when I believe that Vegeta would still battle Qui and easily defeat him. Now, Bulma would then kind of stay around to make sure everything's good. This is when they would then split up. Goku would rather go on his own. Goku would then tell Krillin and Gohan to try to go find the other Dragon Balls to make sure that everything's okay while he's gone. Now, Vegeta would still steal the Dragon Balls as before, as his plan is to wish himself for immortality. Now, actually, Piccolo, Tien, Chaozu, and Yamcha would actually arrive at King Kai's planet to begin training first, as Vegeta would then steal the Dragon Ball from the Namekian village. Zarbon and Vegeta would have their match. Now, remind you, Vegeta fought a stronger person, getting a near-death Zenkai. So he actually would be able to fight full power Zarbon, but Vegeta would actually allow himself to be defeated because he's intelligent. He would pretend that he was knocked out, as they would then heal him for interrogation. Once when Vegeta was healed, he would then break out and steal the 5 Dragon Balls. This is when he'll fight Zarbon again and kill him easily. Now, on Frieza's orders, he would also kill Midoriya as well. Now, on Frieza's orders, the Ginyu Force will begin traveling to Namek. Now, Goku would have not have done gravity training, as he does know about it from the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, but they wouldn't have been able to make the extra ship that had it. So within the next 4 days, Goku would then travel around on Namek trying to help them find the Dragon Balls. Now, Goku does want to go fight this Frieza guy, as he believes it's time. Now, this is when they'll meet Elder Guru, who would then read Goku's mind, and he would then sense that Goku's potential is already fully unlocked and he has limitless powers of it. He would still unlock Gohan and Krillin's potential just like before. The difference here is that since Goku's here, Guru would then explain what happens and tell him that, listen, I need you to stop him. This is when Goku would then fly off on his own, and the Ginyu Force would then arrive. Now, this is when the Ginyu Force would be attacking Vegeta, messing around. Vegeta would be losing it. Goku would then jump in and save his life, easily killing off Guldo, Raccoon, Jace, Birder, easily. Captain Ginyu would have already flown off with the Dragon Balls like before, but he would have stopped as Goku would have stopped him midway. As Captain Ginyu could try the change now technique, but it actually wouldn't be able to work because Goku was too fast this time. He would be able to dodge the attack, and he would easily kill Captain Ginyu. This is when Frieza would finally arrive. Now, once when Frieza and Goku meet up, the fight would then begin. Goku has been really itching to fight Frieza so badly, but he hasn't done it yet because he does want to final the Dragon Balls first to make sure that they don't make a wish. Remember, Goku doesn't know that you need to speak the Namekian language to have them unlocked. He thinks that it's still English. Goku's fight with Frieza would be intense, as he notes that first form Frieza was so much stronger than Vegeta was on Namek. Frieza would then fly in and actually surprise Goku by delivering a powerful punch to his face, making a massive crater, launching him back. Frieza was amazed that there was a warrior this powerful, and he commends him, but now he will then suffer for him taking away his dream. This is also when the Dragon Balls would turn to stone, as Elder Guru would still pass away of natural causes. Now, this is when Goku and Frieza would continue their battle, but Frieza notices how this Saiyan, he must be concealing his power. It keeps growing and growing and growing. Goku is already surpassing first form Frieza. This is when Frieza, out of desperation, would then transform into his second form, battling Goku, as Frieza was much stronger than before. With Frieza being 3 to 4 times the strength as last time, Goku was having fun, actually. He knows that this Frieza guy is actually strong, he's actually having to push himself. Goku's finding out power that he never had before. As the more that he fights Frieza, the more stronger that he's growing. He can feel it, as he doesn't really sense a limit to how strong he can become. He didn't even know that he can get this strong before. Frieza was getting frustrated, as Goku would have easily grabbed him by the tail and threw him through a few mountains. Frieza would then transform into his third form and launch dozens of death beams at Goku, who he would be able to catch and block each and every single one of them. Goku would then charge up Ki Blast of his own, launching it at Frieza, who would be able to barely dodge them. One of them would hit his shoulder and wound it, as Frieza would then commend the Saiyan, saying that for the first time, ever since his parents, he will see his true power, as Frieza would then transform into his final form. Now, final form Frieza is scary powerful. Goku was excited to fight this version of Frieza. As the two would begin their battle, Frieza would actually overpower Goku for the first little bit, as Frieza would not be holding back that much this time, as he has less mercy for this Saiyan. Now, Vegeta and the others are watching this time around, as what can Vegeta do? Dragon Balls are gone, and he's watching Kakarot, who he believes is definitely the Super Saiyan, defeat Frieza. He hasn't even transformed yet, which Goku's holding back. This is when, because Goku wants a challenge. Goku in base form was battling final form Frieza as he was quickly catching up. Frieza doesn't understand. Every time that he grows stronger and powers up, this Saiyan just surpasses him. Does he not have a limit? Could he be a Super Saiyan? Frieza, out of desperation, would then try to blow up planet Namek. This is when Goku would then jump in just in time, stopping the Death Ball from being made, as he would then prove a point to Frieza, as he promises Frieza that he will go full power if Frieza does as well. He wants Frieza to keep pushing his limits. This is when Frieza would then go into his 100% state, as Goku would then power up to a Super Saiyan. Goku would then start powering up to his quote-unquote full strength, as Frieza can't sense it, but he can feel the immense power that Goku has. The two would then clash, as Goku was letting Frieza hit him with everything that he had. It wasn't even touching him. Frieza would then put all of his power into a single punch, hitting Goku, as Goku was laughing. Frieza would state, "What's so funny?" as Goku would state, "Nothing. I'm just kind of amused. I'm kind of in disbelief for how strong I've become. Your punches only tickle like a tiny feather." As this would scare Frieza, as Goku would offer to spare Frieza's life and tell him to go live with the shame and live with the fact that you lost to a mere Saiyan, didn't you? Frieza would not accept this, as he would even try attacking Goku's friends by launching a Ki Blast. Goku would then quickly jump in the way, slap the attack away, and fire an angry Kamehameha, hitting Frieza full force, completely incinerating the Emperor. This means that planet Namek was not destroyed and there's not a new Namek. Sadly, with Elder Guru's passing, Elder Mori was now given the Grand Elder Steam, and he was now the sole owner of the Dragon Balls, of course, in Elder Guru's place. Now, I do believe this is when they would still take Dende back from Earth a little bit early this time, since that Dende can be the new Guardian, which he would then accept. Now, this is when Goku would then hear from King Kai for the first time, not knowing who this guy was, but he would then learn from Yamcha, Piccolo, and the others that, well, they're actually learning under him. Goku would definitely want to go train under King Kai. And maybe he has an idea. Maybe they can use the Dragon Balls and transport him there. That'd be awesome. Or maybe King Kai states that King Yama might be able to pull some strings, and he might be able to transport Goku there. He does owe King Kai some favors. Goku would be excited, and he'll say, "Yeah, I'll go there as soon as I can get home." Vegeta would then kind of go into his own space pod, as Vegeta would then follow them back to planet Earth. He has nowhere else to go anyway, as he knows that Kakarot is the Super Saiyan. He cannot defeat him, and he's happy that Frieza got what he deserved and got killed. This is when Vegeta and Bulma's relationship would grow, just like the original. She would leave Yamcha for Vegeta, vice versa. Trunks would still be born. All that would happen the same. This is when I believe during that year, Goku would then leave, King Yama's request, fly down to Snake Way, go train under King Kai as the rest are back on Earth, and train with them for about a year. So he was still gone for roughly a year, learning the Kaioken and learning the Spirit Bomb. Now this is when King Kai would then comment on his incredible potential. Goku would then fly back, as then a man from the future would then suddenly appear with help from a future threat. And that is it for this one. If you guys, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down below. I really do appreciate all the support. Make sure this video gets to 300 likes. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you all later.